Fellow Hebrew Israelites out there. Wanted to come with. Oh man, it's a little blurry. Hold on, I gotta clean this. Alright, hopefully you can see a little bit better. I wanted to talk to you today about idol worship and about Yahweh being the only Savior. Because, I mean, you know, we're going to go over a whole bunch. So we're reading from Jeremiah 4, verse 1 right now. And it reads, "If you return, O Israel, says Yahweh, return to me and put away your abominations out of my sight." Hold on, let me turn on the light so y'all can see better. It's kind of blurry. Because the words are kind of blurry. Kind of blurry. I mean, not for me, but y'all might have trouble seeing it or whatever. But anyways, so, and it reads, If you return, O Israel, says Yahweh, return to me, and if you put away your abominations out of my sight, idols, then you shall not be moved, and you shall swear Yahweh lives in truth and judgment and righteousness. The nations shall bless themselves in him, and in him they shall glory. So, as you can see, Yahweh is saying if you return to him, he will forgive you. So that's one verse I wanted to go over and cover today. And I wanted to go over here and, hold on real fast. I want to go over here and Isaiah. Hold on. I'll tell you in a minute because I ain't got the the Bible I have today is there we go. I already took it. Wow, that's quick. Usually I use one that's got, you can like this, it's got the preference thing on the page and you can find. Okay. Isaiah 43 and 10 is what I want to take y'all to right now. Okay, here's Isaiah 43. Actually, no, we'll start in we'll start chapter 1, but it says, "But know thus says Yahweh, who created you, O Jacob, and he who formed you, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name, and that you are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame scorch you, for I am Yahweh your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior." So, as you all can see, it says Yahweh is the Savior. And then, if you go down a little further, skip verse 4, go to verse 5, it says, "And people, for your life, fear not, for I am with you. I will bring your descendants from the east and gather you from the west. And I will say to the north, give them up, and to the south, do not keep them back. Bring my sons from afar and my daughters from the ends of the earth, everyone who is called by my name, whom I have created for my glory." And then we go over here to verse, let's start in 10. It says, "You are my witnesses, says Yahweh, and my servant whom I have chosen," which was Israel, "that you may know and believe me and understand that I am he, and before me there was no God formed, nor shall there be after me. Even I am Yahweh, and besides me there is no Savior. I have declared, and I have saved, and I have proclaimed. And there is no foreign God among you. Therefore you are my witnesses, says Yahweh, that I am God, and indeed, before the day was, I am he. And there is none who can deliver it out of my hand. I'll work, and who can reverse it. Thus says Yahweh, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel." So as y'all can see. And we'll go over here to Deuteronomy real quick. Let's go to the Old Testament. Well, some people call it that. I call it the Torah because, you know, Old Testament to me is kind of offensive. Hey, did you see what Caitlin wanted? She called that phone a whole bunch. So, let me go over here. Sorry, I was talking to my sister. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, let's start down here in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 12. And Yahweh spoke to you out of the midst of fire. You heard the sound of the words, but saw no form. You heard only a voice. So he declared to you his covenant, which he commanded you to perform the 10 commandments, and he wrote them on 2 tablets of stone. And Yahweh commanded me at that time to teach you statutes and judgments, that you might observe them in the land which you cross over to possess. Verse 15, now pay close attention to this verse. Take careful heed to yourselves, for you saw no form when Yahweh spoke to you at Horeb out of the midst of the fire. Verse 16, lest you act corruptly and make for yourself a carved image in the form of any figure, the likeness of, what's that word? Male or female. The likeness of any animal that is on the earth, or the likeness of any winged bird that flies in the air. The likeness of anything that creeps on the ground, or the likeness of any fish that is in the water beneath the earth. Verse 19. And take heed lest you lift your eyes to heaven, and when you see the sun and the moon and the stars, all the host of heaven, you feel driven to worship them and serve them, which Yahweh your God has given to all the peoples under the heaven as a as a heritage. So, I wanted to make my video kind of short and sweet to the point here. That Yahweh is the Savior. So, shalom, my brothers and sisters.